Have you ever been hanging out with some wild animals and wondered what it would be like if they fought to the death? Welcome to the Xeno Arena update. The last thing I was expecting on a random Wednesday in April, but I'll take it. Hello Games has been determined to upgrade a lot of underutilized components recently. The Remnant update overhauled the Colossus Exocraft, and now the Xeno Arena update is completely changing the way we think about companions. No longer are they adorable, whimsical pets for showing off to our friends, now they're battle-hardened warriors used in brutal one-on-one combat. All of your pets that you've already acquired and any new ones you hatch or adopt can be added to a roster to fight NPCs or real players in a tabletop turn-based competition. A big complaint I've seen from some past updates was the fact that a lot of new features were interesting for a short period of time, but didn't have a lot of depth. This is not one of those features. Here you can improve your strategy, the effectiveness of your companions, and your rankings in the world of underground / over-the-counter fighting league. If you don't have a lot of cute and cuddly critters to shove into the gladiator duels against their will, you can always recruit more from just about any planet. From the analysis visor, you can see new potential battle traits of the local fauna to help you choose your next pet. Because everyone knows being a good alien pet is not about looking lovable, it's about how much damage you can do to an enemy before your health runs out. You will notice that not every animal is cut out for a life in the pits, and even aggressive animals may not have the quality traits you're looking for in a prize fighter. Ooh, can I recruit you? Hey, do you want to be on my fighting team? We got great benefits. We don't actually have good benefits. A wonderful bonus from this update is the companion registry has been almost doubled, increasing from 18 to 30 slots for your lineup, an ever-expanding arsenal of imprisonment. It used to be when I would see new creatures, I would think, oh, they're so cool looking, but now all I think is, I wonder if you're good at arm wrestling. Now, I'm already seeing some problems here. While yes, Carl's combat effectiveness is indeed an S-class, his playfulness is much higher than 49%. Fights can happen anywhere the new Hollow Arena tables can be found. This could be space stations, trading outposts, or the Anomaly. I was hoping we could also build our own table, but so far that's not available. Personally, I would recommend against playing on space stations for one reason and one reason only. You hear that? That's a never-ending mechanical sequence that will be buzzing in the back of your head the entire match. It never ends. It never ends. You choose 3 pets from your registry to compete against your opponent's lineup, and you can preview their stats to pick the best fighters. Each competitor will have specific abilities, qualities, strengths, and weaknesses, and base values like health and agility. You won't really know who's gonna dish out the most punishment until you dive in, and I tell ya, it really feels like you're not even playing No Man's Sky anymore. I was very pleased to see that the matches are not too easy. They can be genuinely tense at times and very much rely on thoughtful strategy. Come on, don't miss. Ah, Emmy, what are you doing? Gonna have to put you on the bench next round. For instance, if you want to be not dead, don't let your guy, don't let him die. And you'll be good. The loop is fairly straightforward. Each player goes one at a time to choose one of several options until all 3 of one player's animals are defeated. Applied air freshener. Certain moves will be repeated a set amount of turns or be delayed before it becomes effective, and sometimes your pet will even create a special move on their own. Powerful moves have cooldowns or detrimental effects to carefully consider. During duels, the camera moves like it's one long cinematic, and it often looks pretty epic, but that's only when your sight isn't obstructed by an overly enthusiastic pair of cheerleaders blocking my view of my precious Carl while he's fighting for his life. You can swap out a different fighter if your current buddy at bat is getting crushed, but this counts as using a turn. The different vulnerabilities of your opposition can be exploited if you choose the right moves, and there's a real sense of accomplishment when you take home the gold. Though in my experiences, it's virtually impossible to win without the help of Carl. Battles last around 10 minutes, and you often get a bonus reward for your troubles. One of the best places to start is on the Anomaly. Facing off against the new Traveler iteration Oceanus lets you learn more about the duels, and you can also gain access to the new gene-altering capability. This lets you mess with not only your companion's free will, but also their genetic structure. Leveling up different attributes ensures that every battle is aiding in their competitive progression. Another benefit to visiting Oceanus is an invitation you'll receive for a specific battle with members of the Arena League. You'll get a map route that makes you feel like you're traveling for an away game, and even though it's not too different from a randomly activated match, it lets you climb the ranks of the league and gain unique rewards. Be gentle. Be gentle. Oh, they just gave up. Yeah! There are daily challenges with Oceanus, and if you want to go the extra mile, you can even breed fighters for your collection to gain particular genetic traits. It feels a little bit like playing God, and I might lose a couple minutes of sleep over it, but it's worth it for adding another W to the board. I do wish we could have our pets fight each other, like a dad making his kids fight each other to see who really deserves their father's love the most. However, now that I say that out loud, I can see why it wasn't included. More than most updates, this seems like a real unique offering that has 100 times more depth than the average free update for a 10-year-old video game. Even with my ever-increasing standards for Yeah Ladies Land, this one is just plain impressive. The only thing that would make it better would be jumping in as a competitor yourself, although in my case, the only options would be throw controller and eat 3 Fig Newtons at once. So maybe that's for the best. Have you tried the Xeno Arena update? What do you think of it? I guess I should wait for you to answer that first question before I ask a follow-up, huh? Live and learn.